In today's video, I am going to give you some actionable items that you can take and apply to yourself. If you're trying to go from looking like this to looking like this, or how to reach 15% body fat as quickly as possible. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com. In today's video, I want to break down some actionable items from a great question I got from an Instagram message. So if you guys want to send me your questions, go right here to my Instagram direct message, send me the questions. I like replying to you guys. I like replying to the comments below. I'd love some ideas from you guys if you want to put those in the comments below, as well as what you guys would like to see, because I am in the midst of it. I am trying to put out content daily, guys, trying to help you. I've gone through this process of losing a lot of body fat over the last 15 years of my life, but also recently. I mean, this is the leanest I've been in more than 5 years, so it's been really fun to get back into it and understand the process, not only from the perspective of someone who's educated and gone through it many times, but this is what I do for a living. I'm a coach. So hit subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. That's what makes my day, guys. All right, so today's question, let's read it and dig into it. I'm 28 years old, recently got tested by a personal trainer at 21% body fat. During the last 10 weeks, reverse dieted up to 3,300 calories. I was 208, now I'm 215 and 21% body fat. 7 pounds of lean body mass, no body fat? Well done, sir. My goal body fat is 15%. I'm training 5 days a week. I'm walking 10,000 steps. I work from home, so very sedentary. What is the best way to get down to 15% quickly? Wedding is in 3 months. Thank you in advance. Man, you are speaking directly to me. You are my people. Why? Because I work from home. I work right here, actually right there. I sit all day. If I don't intentionally get up and move, well, there's not a lot of movement going on. Yes, I got kids. Yes, I got a dog. There's some of that stuff going on, but for the most part, our work days are sedentary, which is very similar. So I'm going to tell you the one big trick that I have found that has allowed me to go from looking like this just a few months ago to looking like this yesterday. This was me yesterday morning after a high carb day, really starting to get to that kind of gnarly state of body fat. And I've only done one thing. One thing has made this happen. Obviously, you guys know I take care of my diet, but I bought a treadmill. So you mentioned you're taking 10,000 steps a day. That can take more than an hour. The problem with 10,000 steps is once you plateau, what are you going to do? 20,000 steps, 15,000 steps? Really what I have found is that the incline treadmill has allowed me to take the term walking and turn it into something that has multiple meanings. When I say walking, you think I'm just going for a stroll down the street. However, I doubt most of you could actually do my walking routine. I'm sure you could do it, but it would be very challenging because honestly, a few months ago when I started this journey of getting leaner, the walking routine that I do now, I could not have done. I, on my treadmill, regularly burn well over 500 calories in an hour session. A regular walking session outside is probably somewhere between 2 and 250 calories. So I'm burning twice as many calories as the person that's just walking outside. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to just be doing more and more walking as far as time. However, the intensity increase allows me to get more out of those sessions, okay? I'm creating a caloric deficit through two things. I'm paying attention to my diet and I'm walking every day. Now, the other thing that I really can do if I need to, because it's at home, is I can save time. I've got 3 kids. We've got about 40 employees at ProPhysique.com. We are busy. My wife and I are busy. I can't say, hey babe, I know it's in the evening. I'm gonna go drive to the gym and do some cardio. Sometimes I'll sneak in a session at lunch. Sometimes I'll sneak in a session after she goes to bed. Sometimes on the weekend, if the kids are off doing something, I'll go do some cardio. When it's important to you, like it is for your wedding, you find ways to make it happen. Now, you're already really paying attention to your diet, and at 3,300 calories, bravo. I would probably be rather aggressive to start off and just drop you down to 2,500 calories. Why? Because that is still way more calories than you'll need to be training hard, to be feeling good. Certainly if you choose the right foods, you'll have a lot of satiety and a lot of fullness. But that kind of a drop, along with increasing your activity, is going to facilitate a drop. What we don't want to do when we want to lose body fat quickly is get stuck in a place where nothing's happening, right? And sometimes I notice that people say, well, I'm in a caloric deficit, but I'm not losing weight. But the caloric deficit that they've found is through the calculations, right? Their watch is telling them something, their app is telling them something. and they think they're in a deficit. Guys, the only way to know if you're in a deficit is if you're losing body fat, okay? It's not a calculation. However, if you don't know where to start and you don't know what your macros and calories should be, I've got an amazing free calculator, okay? It's going to calculate your TDEE, or your total daily energy expenditure. It's also going to calculate what your protein, carbs, and fat should be. It's going to tell you how many, what type of meals you should be eating. Check it out right here, guys. I want you to use that, because ultimately, not everyone is as prepared as the gentleman in this question, that they actually know their calorie intake, they know their daily steps. For me as a coach, that is the data that I get down on. Take pictures, take measurements, track your calories, and focus on tracking your overall activity level throughout the day and throughout the week. And when you don't make progress, it becomes a lot simpler because you're armed with data. You're not just looking at it day by day and saying, well, the scale isn't moving. Well, you might want to look at the pictures. Your waist might be down an inch. There's not a lot of waist muscles, guys. That is body fat coming off. So I really like to pay attention to those things. Now, the 15% body fat goal for the wedding, that is kind of an arbitrary number because you're doing it based on a test you got at a gym, and I don't know what type of machine you got. I got my body fat tested 3 weeks ago on an InBody and a DEXA scan. And guys, we're 1 week away. I'm gonna reveal to you how shredded I was able to get in 30 days. I'm going back next week for the follow-up tests, and I got my man working on a great video for how shredded I got in 30 days. So really for me, I'm in this with you guys. So how do you lose body fat quickly? How do you get to 15% quickly? Set yourself up for a realistic approach. Set yourself up by preparing your meals ahead of time. Bulk preparing. Cook food, buy food so that you don't have to think, okay? Set your day up so that getting fit is not an obstacle. A lot of people can only get fit when it's convenient for them. Guys, I hate to say this and sound like, you know, I have all the answers, but I get up at 5 and I do my hour of cardio, and then I answer emails for an hour, and I get my work done so that by the time most people in my house are starting their day, I've already gotten so much done. If I tried to get up at 7 when my kids are getting up, they want my time. I feel guilty. I feel pulled in 2 directions. I feel stressed. I don't sleep well. Find times and gaps in your schedule that you can make guilt-free for you to be more active, for you to prep your food, okay? And make it clear to other people what your goal is. This will really help you, because a lot of times you're working in silence and people don't understand why you're not drinking. They don't understand why you're not eating the pizza and the cake. And if you make it clear that, hey, a wedding is a perfect reason, guys. I did this when I got married 10 years ago, just celebrated my 10th year anniversary to my wife. So I remember that period. I said, you know, I wanna look good in my suit. I want my face to look good in the pictures. So I came down a few pounds. And this is a perfect example of why I believe having a deadline is potentially one of the most important factors for actually being successful in fat loss, because you got to have a why that's more important than your why you're going to go drinking, why you're going to stay out late, why you're going to miss a workout. A wedding, that's a perfect why, guys. So hopefully this helped you understand the question of how to reach 15% as quickly as possible. Set your day up with activity, and set your day up so that your food is ready to go. Now, the exact numbers for you, if you're at 3,300, like I said, 2,500 calories, if you're doing 10,000 steps a day, I would move those 10,000 steps to an incline treadmill. And my favorite thing to do, you know, guys, I typically walk around 3 to 3.5 miles per hour, incline between, 5 and 7. And I like to break a sweat. That's how I know I'm burning body fat. My body is sweating. The intensity of the workout dictates the fuel you're going to use. So don't worry about doing it fasted. Don't worry about doing it first thing in the morning, late in the evening, whatever. Just get it done. And if your calories are in the same place, you're going to burn the same amount of fat, guys. Okay, I hope you guys are having a great week. We've got some awesome content coming up for you guys. I'm interviewing the winners of our last 90-day challenge. And guys, we're giving away more money. We're doing the challenge again in July. I'm going to make that link available for you guys to sign up and register real soon. You can see some of the winners here on the screen, but these interviews with these winners are going to be some real insight in how you reach your goals, and that's what we're here for. Hit subscribe, guys, and I'm going to talk to you tomorrow.